Are live. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for being awesome. Today, I'm going to talk about goals and desires. We're at the beginning of the year, and we're going to talk about how to set a goal and how to really desire something that really is going to happen. And what's the magic of getting goals? How to really do it? How to set up a goal and desire it emotionally so that it starts happening. So I want to welcome you here today. I want to thank you for being here. This call is going to be recorded as well. So I invite others to watch and see what else you can do and share with them. And I'd like to invite as many of you to my group, to my community, where I share more of this information to every one of you. So, with goals and desires, it becomes really significant what you do and how you do it and how you come up with a goal. And thinking into results, we teach that like a science to achieve goals like a scientist, to actually shift your paradigm, to actually make decisions that can change the course of your life. So, if you have not met me, my name is Kamal. Welcome. Thank you for watching. Thanks for being here. I am a student and a teacher of the law of attraction and of thinking into results. I have Bob Proctor as my mentor and Laura Langmeyer to help me really achieve the results I want and to coach and mentor many of you entrepreneurs, real estate agents, middle managers to move up the food chain and start really living the life and achieve goals that you've never achieved before. So you're in for a treat. It's going to be about 25 minutes or so of a talk about goals and desires for 2022. And the timing is perfect. Timing is perfect now to really set your goals on fire and start moving in a direction that you've never moved before. This is really an opportunity for you to revisit and reset to have a 2022 to be successful. So why do I do this? Well, I do this because I can. I do this because I'm grateful that I am in company of many professionals who have achieved significant milestones, and they teach me this stuff and I'm sharing it with you. And it's up to you to take that torch and say, you know what? I really like to learn more how you do this. I really like to know how to achieve, $1 million business, $1 million income, a new business, new venture, something you really want to achieve that you haven't been and you're struggling. So how do you set a goal? How do you do it? How do you do it so you can become happy, healthy, and wealthy? Because at the end of the day, you can get a goal and you can achieve something, but what does it mean if you're not happy and if you're not healthy and if you're not wealthy? So is the goal the means to the end to the means? What is it? How do you set it so that you can actually achieve it? And what's holding you back? What paradigm are you in that's stopping you from earning the money that you deserve? Everybody's looking for time and financial freedom. I speak to a lot of people, and for the most part, that's what they're looking for. They are looking for time and financial freedom. But there's a paradigm that's controlling them back. There's a paradigm that's holding them from setting the real goals that they want. Even the desire, they are too scared to desire what they want because they're in this thing we call a paradigm. But like my mentor was told back in the 1960s, it's still the same right now. You can create your own economy by setting the right goals, by learning how. You can do it. And I'm telling you, you can be happy and you can be healthy and you can be wealthy. You can create your own economy. I'm studying Think and Grow Rich, and I'm studying thinking and results every day. And it has changed the outlook, the way I feel, the way I behave, the way I act forever. This is a system for a goal achievement. It's the science of goal achieving. It's been proven for 120 years. Bob has been doing it for 61 years, and he's now teaching me, and I'm sharing it with you. So you might not believe it that you can actually do it. You might not believe that you can be healthy and wealthy and having fun and making money, right? But we can help you get there. So at the same time, in 1960, when Bob was being shown this material with Ray Stanford, and when Ray Stanford said, take this book, Think and Grow Rich, and study it every day and follow directions. And that's what Bob has been doing. And that's what I'm doing now. I study in this book every day. I study thinking into results every day. And so if you want to start becoming healthy, happy, and wealthy, start achieving goals like you've never done before, welcome. I invite you to join. I want you to join this amazing community. So Bob didn't believe it at the time. Just like many of you will not believe what you can achieve, but you're going to have to borrow that belief. So, in lesson one in thinking into results, we call it a worthy ideal. How to set a goal that is worthy. How to have a big goal. And then you write the goal, you put it on a goal card, and then you have the goal on a goal card. Can you believe that? Like, can you actually believe that in your pocket, you actually have a goal card and you write on it what's your goal? You actually write and you carry it with you. Now, what does that mean? What happens when you write your goal on a goal card? You're actually transmuting your thoughts into paper. You're committing yourself to that goal and you're setting things in motion. And thought become images, and images is how your mind works. So the mere fact that you write your goal down is not just writing it, there's something else is happening much bigger than you could ever imagine. And that's what I'm sharing and teaching you here today. So you start reading this goal card every day and you connect with it at a different level. See, if you look at what happened last year, the year before that, you probably never achieved the goal that you set out to do, or you've achieved half of them, or 20%, or maybe none, or you gave up on them 1 week into it. With thinking and results, we show you a whole different way how to do it, a whole different strategy, how to write your goal down and achieve it. And you start reading it and connecting with it. You start connecting with similar people. You start attracting the people that you need for your mission, the money that you need, the sources that you need. It will start coming to you. And again, this will sound like a fantasy. This will sound like something you've never heard before. Like, what is he talking about? But you're going to have to board the belief. You have to develop something you've never had before, right? So Bob has figured this out from a long time ago. And I'm going to share with you a couple more things. So you set a goal and you are focused on that goal, big goal, something that you've never done before. It cannot be something that you have already. It cannot be something like another set of keys or another phone. You already have a phone. So if you already have a phone, another phone is not a goal. That's not a good goal. A goal is something that you've never had, something that you get excited about, something that when you mention it and when you write it, you actually smile and you feel good about it. So we teach you how to do that, because once you connect with that goal and start asking yourself, what's that going to do for me? How are you going to feel when you achieve that goal? What would happen then? What vacations are you going to take when that goal is achieved? You take yourself there and you imagine yourself with that goal on a continuous basis as many times as you want. Is it 1 time a day, 2 times a day, 3 times? As many as you want, minimum twice. So you see, it's different than just what you did last year or the year before or the year before that. This is not pseudoscience. This is real. This was ventured out back from Napoleon Hill when he wrote this book and interviewed the 500 millionaires at the time as to how they achieved their success and how they did it. It's not just about writing the goal. There's more than that to it. So you have to set a goal and respect yourself enough to walk away from anything that has no longer to do with that goal. You're going to commit to it. You're going to respect yourself and walk away from anything that has nothing to do with that goal. Anything that's not serving you anymore, you have to let go of. And you have to grow. Goals are for us to grow. Have you ever heard that? It's not about getting things. It's about growing into things, experiencing life. Because once you get there, you're going to grow and you're going to be wanting something else. You ever seen Olympians? As soon as they win the medal, they want another medal. They want the medal. They've never had it. But as soon as they get it, they want to go for another medal because you outgrow it so quickly. So what I'm talking about is like that next level achievement, right? You are in control of your life. You have to think of a goal that what would happen then when that's achieved? What would you do with all the time and the money that you have? How would you spend your days? You wouldn't believe how much time you would have when you don't have to worry when your goals are achieved, right? But you have to make some few decisions, and there's a key way. There's a certain things you have to learn to make decisions, proper decisions, quick. You got to decide quick and stop changing your mind on many other things. And you got to be permanent with that decision. You got to really say, this is what I'm doing. And I'm doing this for me. I'm not doing it for anybody else. You're doing it for you, to help somebody else, to move your life, to move your goal, to get your thing. But to do that, you're going to have to ask your question, what do you really want? And you probably heard me before. You probably heard Bob. Because if you don't dig deep and go through the process of finding out what you want, you're going to be on the wrong goal. You might be working on your goal that your parents set out to do. You might be right now on a study course or a position that your family gave you. And this is not what you want. You're a lawyer, but you want to be an engineer. You're a nurse, but you want to be a business individual. So what do you really want? You got to find that out. And we can help you do that. With Thinking Into Results, with the first couple lessons, we can help you find out how to do that. So you can start being happy, healthy, and wealthy. Because at the end of the day, that's the only thing that counts. It doesn't matter how much money you have. It's, are you happy, healthy, and wealthy? It's nice to have nice cars. It's nice to have nice homes. It's nice to have few things along the way and excitements and experiences. But are you achieving the happiness and the health and the wealth that you want? Right. So you must know what you really want. For a goal to become real, it has to be what you really want. But how do you achieve it? So you have to think it's going to be really big. I want to go back to that point. Something that you've never done before. Think of the Wright brothers, the one that got plane up in the air back in the 1900s. Nobody has done that before. These two guys, brothers, were bicycle mechanics. They knew nothing about putting a plane in there, but they had this vision. They had this view that they're going to do something much bigger than anybody else. Two brothers, bicycle mechanics. Everybody was laughing at them. Everybody was joking. Like, what are you doing? This thing's going to crash. Nothing is not going to work. So you don't go around asking your brothers and family and friends and those who don't have on your goal, should I be doing this? You don't want to get anybody else's opinion. These Wright brothers got a plane up in the air when nobody else could do it. Now, how did they get that information? Did the universe give them the answers? How did they telepathically got the ideas to get the plane up? And how come they were so determined to do it day in, day out, no matter what? Do you think you have more resources right now than those two brothers? Do you think with all the computers that you have and the cell phones and the laptops and the internet, you have access to a lot more information than what they had back in 1900s? I bet you do. I bet we all do have more resources, more information, more computers, more technology than the 1900s, but yet we are stuck where we're at. We are not moving forward as fast as we can, as we want. Why is that? Because to achieve that big goal, it has to be something that's much bigger than yourself. You have to dream and you have to make decisions at a different level. And that's what I'm sharing with you. That's what I'm showing you how to set a goal and how to really dream big. It has to be something you've never done. It has to be something bigger than anything. And you have to go on working at it every day. See, the laws of the universe are so precise that we have no difficulty building a spaceship or a rocket and sending it up to the moon and it lands within a few seconds, right? So it's all about the laws. It's all about who do you need to attract to help you get your goal. You don't need to know how to do it. The laws will attract the right people into your life, the right companies, the right business partners. You just have to endeavor in that trajectory and don't hold yourself back and don't let that paradigm steal you. The paradigm is just a bunch of habits, a bunch of ways that you do things. You have to let new people to come into your life, new mentors, new coaches, new friends. Whatever is not serving you, you have to let go of it. Respect yourself enough to walk away from anything that's no longer serving you, anything that's no longer allowing you to grow. Get rid of it. Whatever is not making you happy, get rid of it. Thomas Edison, you've heard the name. 10,000 tries to get a light bulb. You think during his time it was easy to try all these things? You think during his time it was easy to get all the light bulbs and all the glass manufactured? You think he had the ways? How did he raise the money? How did he continue day in, day out? What was so special about him? He barely finished high school. But yet you have certificates, you have degrees, and you're not achieving and you're not happy. So there's a magic to it. Thinking into results will show you the way. That's why Bob says all the time, you tell me what you want, we'll show you how to get it. Anytime you see somebody doing something for the first time, then somebody else would do it, right? It's always a mystery. It's like, wow, nobody's done it until somebody does. Edmund, what's his name? Edmund Hillary was the first to climb Mount Everest. He tried. First time didn't succeed. Second time didn't succeed. Almost killed himself. Everybody was laughing at him. By the third time, he did it. And now hundreds of other people have done it. But there was nobody has done it up until he tried. Now, why did he do that? He had a goal. He wanted to be the first. That drove him. That drove him to keep trying. He didn't know how. He didn't know what he's going to need to do to get up there. He just kept trying, kept trying. He had that desire, had that burning desire that fueled his mission and got him enough energy to achieve it. But once he did it, thousands of others now are doing it. How come? How come it takes somebody else to do something for you to believe? Why can't you start becoming that creator? How come you cannot connect with what you need to achieve what you want? It's because you don't believe. It's because I don't believe. We don't believe. We have this paradigm that's holding us back with our abilities and our ability to manifest the things that we desire. We hold ourselves back because of our limitations, because of our upbringing, because of what we've been through. So, what I'm sharing with you is that we can get rid of all that and start building a whole new model, a whole new way of thinking, a much level higher of achievement and success. And how do you do that? Thinking into results is the process. It's a 12-step process. Take you from where you are to where you want to go. You set your goal and you start working at it. You work on your self-image. You work on the fear. You work on the terror barrier. You get your leadership skills and you start inviting people into your life. Start having masterminds, relationships. It's a phenomenal system. It's proven. Millions of people, thousands of companies. It's all across the world. But you have to allow yourself to go there. You have to allow yourself to dream, to make a decision to change. What do you have on your on your goal? Like so many of you don't even have a goal. All they write a goal is like a resolution. A resolution or a commitment. Many won't even write it down. Do you write your goal down? Do you believe that you're gonna get it? Because if you write your goal down and you're not believing you're gonna have it, you're not helping yourself. Why not just start helping yourself by believing yourself? You have to be positive, right? How do you be positive? Well, you have to learn how to become positive. You have to change your attitude. You have to change your paradigm. We can teach you how to do that. So see, so are so many things that you have been missing out on because you don't have the right skill set or the right techniques or what the others have done. And that's what Napoleon Hill did. He went out and he wrote this book. He summarized it by after interview. He spent his lifetime writing this book. 500 people, the most who have achieved millions. He summarized what they did, and everybody's approved this information. But how come nobody does it? How come not so many are getting it? How come so many would read this book and won't get anywhere? Well, the secret to that is the paradigm. And the paradigm is what's holding you back. Your current habits have to change for you to start achieving next level results. Now, how do you do that? It's almost impossible to do it by yourself. You need to do it with a mentor. You need to do it with somebody that is doing it. You need to do it with a group that is on the same mission as you are. You need to start masterminding. Now, these might be terms that you've never heard of. A mastermind, this is not just a friend. A mastermind is different, right? And we can teach you how to do that. So, let me show you one more thing. On desire. I want to show you on desire so you can get really what you want because you have to dream big. But that big dream, if you're not desiring it and fueling it, it's just not going to happen. You have to believe that you can do it. And if you don't believe you can do it, you have to borrow that belief. Now, that thing that you're imagining is perhaps have never been done before. It's perhaps nobody's ever dreamed it. And everybody's going to be laughing at you. Everybody's going to be saying, what the hell? Get the hell out of there. You cannot get that $1 billion. You cannot get that bicycle to become a plane. You cannot get this. You cannot get that. But you know what? You believe it. If the universe gave you the idea, then it must be your right to believe it. It's up to you to continue that mission and endeavor towards that goal. But you're going to have to want it. You're going to have to honestly want it and connect with your emotions, how it's going to feel when you get there. What's it going to do for you? What's it going to do to society? What's it going to do to so many thousands of people? Whatever this thing you're trying to create, you're trying to build, how's it going to help others? How's it going to help you and why you want it? And that's how the law of attraction and the laws of the success will start working on your behalf and helping you. You're not going to do it alone. You're just going to get it started. And once you get it started, the forces will start coming your way. So the true answer to these things to be achieved, all desires must come to form, right? Anything you desire must come to form if you endeavor to it. So the true answer is desire. And desire is what? Desire is the starting point of all achievements. You have to desire the new car. You have to desire the new building. You have to desire the new investment. You have to desire that new feeling. You have to desire that new whatever thing that you don't have. And I tell you, everything you want, you have it already. Look around. The phone that you have, the laptop you have, the house that you have, you wanted it and you got it. If you didn't want it and desire it, it would not be there. That table that you have is probably what you wanted, and that's what you got. Now, you might have inherited a few things, and if they're not serving you, get rid of them. But everything you have around you, you wanted them, and that's why they're there. And you know what I'm talking about. So all desires must come to form. It's the law. Now, I didn't come up with this thing. This was passed down through generations, through the secret of many, many societies. You really have to dream big and get things working for you on your behalf. But I have found that most people will not change. Most people will really resist this change, and they're not willing to go there. Like you are able, but are you willing to do the work? Are you willing to do what it takes extra to get this goal and desire to happen? They say they are, they wish and hope for it, but they don't show up and they don't do the work. And then I go back to thinking into results. Step number two, it's called the knowing doing gap. The paradigm holds you back in your corner, in your bondage. So if we don't break that habit, if we don't change how you act and behave to achieve things, you're not going to move. You're going to stay stuck. So you have to think about this goal and how to achieve it and what's your desire to it. Like this thing that you're going after this year, is it on a scale of 1 to 10? 10 being you really want it and 1, nah, not so much. It needs to be a 10, a 9, and an 8. And if it's a 6 or a 5, maybe you don't really want it. Maybe that's why in the morning you don't feel like going to the gym, because you really don't want to lose the weight and don't want to feel good and happy and healthy. Maybe you just kind of want to shed the weight. Maybe you can just fast for the next 2 weeks and lose the weight and think you're going to get stronger. You won't. It ain't going to happen. So your desire has to be fueled to a 10 on everything that you want. And that's how energy is going to be coming through you to accomplish these tasks. So you can get what you want. You have to declare to the universe that, yeah, that's what I want. But for the universe to give you back, to give you these ideas so you can start deciding fast, it has to be fueled. You got to be honest with yourself. It's like you got to turn that heat on. I gave that example before. I'll give it again today before I finish up. You got to turn that heat on. Imagine you have a chicken, and chicken is the goal. You put the chicken in the oven. So your desire is to have a chicken meal, right? So how badly do you fuel the desire? You got to turn the heat up. You got to turn the heat up in your mind on that desire, on that goal. How excited are you going to be when you're in that fancy car? How excited are you going to be when you have the building, when you have the business launched, when you have the boat, when you, whatever is this, the relationship, right? Your fuel has to be fueled, your desire. And you act every day. You got to show the universe that you are worthy. So you need to act. You need to act. If you don't act, you're telling the universe, I'm not ready, I'm not willing. I'm just kind of hoping, like the magic genie, Aladdin, to bring you this thing. Well, he ain't coming. You have to do your part. If you don't do your part, nothing happens. I've never seen anybody just sit in the basement, do no work, and things just show up in the driveway. So you're going to have to move your feet. It's not just wishing and hoping, right? Thoughts become things by you acting on the thoughts that are given to you from the laws. So you have to let yourself in on this idea. You have to let yourself in on this principle that you can have what you want, you can turn the heat up, you can be in a community, you can stop being frustrated, you can start feeling good by changing the way you're doing things. You continue doing what you're doing right now, what you did the last 12 months, you're going to continue getting the same results. So if you want to move your results that 10 times, 100 times, 1,000 times, if you really want to start achieving at the next level, like the millionaires are doing, like the 1, 2%, the elite are, thinking that results is for you. Perhaps we can have a conversation. Perhaps we can see if we can help you align so that you can start winning this year. And trust me, you don't change anything, nothing is going to change. 6 months from now, you'll be at the same spot where you're at, maybe up a little bit, down a bit. Maybe your sales will grow a bit, then it go back down. But if you don't change the mindset, nothing's going to change. Very little. So I want you to become like really critical this year on your mindset and how it's so important to, so you can start getting and start winning in life continuously, not just some of the time. I want it to be all the time. Happy, healthy, and wealthy. I want you to start having what you want. These goals and desires are so important. So many people are wishing and hoping for a miracle. It's not a miracle work, right? It's not a miracle. So if you're going to change, your thinking has to change. You want a more good life, you want a better life, you want a healthier life, you want a better relationship, more money, you want that success, you want that sale to happen, you have to change how you think of it. You have to change your mindset on sales. You have to change your mindset on the result that you're supposed to get. If you have limitations of on money, if you're desiring a lot of money, Let me give you an example. If you are desiring a lot of money, you're desiring a lot of money, but you have a thing about money that it's only for the rich, or it's only for those who steal, or money is bad. You have this negative connotation to money that's going to hold you back. Then how is money going to come to you? So that's what thinking it does. It helps you unleash and unblock all these limitations, because you have to free yourself. Money is there to be used. Money is just a frequency. So we got to get you really in tune with what you want and understand some of the basics so you can free yourself up. So you got to change how you think. You got to change your mindset. We keep telling our clients, it's 95% mindset, 5% strategy. Everybody gets stuck in the how, and then they don't even let themselves go there, right? So you have to look at it and get serious, be honest with yourself that could this be the year that you make a serious change? Could this be the year that you'll start masterminding at that next level with people at the elite level like you are? Desire is the key to all achievements. It is the key. It is the one thing that you need. If you don't have desire, nothing's going to happen. You only procrastinate on the things that you don't want. If you look at your activities and you're procrastinating on them, your desire is low. So if today, Wednesday, was just the beginning of the year and you are procrastinating on what you need to be doing, maybe it's not connected with your goal. Maybe it's not your desire. Now, trust me, there are some things that we have to do that we don't like doing. And I'm not talking about those. You got to do certain things. You got to do certain activities. You cannot love everything. There are some things that are needed to be done in business, in life, and everything, in your responsibilities. So start working on that. Start thinking like this. Start changing how you think. Desire is the key to all achievement. It's going to move everything you desire into physical form if you want to, if you endeavor to it. So that's my talk today. For you to change and for you to start really growing, dream big, basically. That's the summary of it. Dream big and fuel your desire. Figure out why do you want it. And if you need help, reach out. You know how to find me. Here's my website here, El-Rassi.com. And let me know, what's your goal this year? How are you going to take action? How are you going to set the actions this week, next week, the following week? How are you going to keep up? Who's going to be your accountability? What is the plan? How often are you going to correct? Are you scared? Are you a leader? Do you have the skill set that you need? So thinking in results can give you all these ingredients to you and your team so you can start having the life and the dream that you want. Dream big. It's all possible. And again, I want to thank you for listening. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being awesome. I appreciate all the feedback that I can get. And I look forward to speaking with many of you. Thank you so much.